Okay, I guess I ought to get to the third basic life rule, which would be sincerity, truthful conversation. Sincerity speaks truth in his heart. It's honest conversation. And I've been studying Ruth, so I thought, this one kind of stuck out to me. In Ruth 1:14, some people, they're content with feeling Christian feelings, with feeling love for God, with feeling a love for his word, with feeling a love for his people. But what will you do? We're glad that God didn't just feel his love for us. Instead, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. It's not just about feelings, it's about doing. So when Ruth told her daughters to go separate, one had feelings and said, "Oh, I'm so sad," and the other one did something about it. She said, "I'm converting and I am going to worship your God," Naomi. Now, sincerity. What is the most painful sin? Gossip. So when it comes to integrity, let's look at our speech. Gossip is a destructive force, and it deeply affects people. In Proverbs 26:22, it warns that malicious gossip is enticing. It's easily consumed and remembered, a wound that causes profound and lasting internal damage and emotional harm because it settles deep within a person's mind and heart. It affects a person's character, the inner emotions, meaning that they settle deep within a person's mind and heart, right? So hurting the spiritual health of a person. It's a warning to stay away from spreading or listening to rumors. And it's described as choice food because people find it tempting and enjoyable to hear. If you can't say no to gossip, it shows a lack of self-control. A gossiper spreads secrets, but a true friend keeps them. So a loyal person who has integrity, they keep private matters private. They protect reputations rather than spreading harmful rumors. Guard your tongue and be someone others can trust with their secrets. If someone shares a private matter with you, it's your job to keep it private. Avoid spending time with and stay away from people who constantly talk about others. Gossip causes division, which the enemy loves, right? That's why a lot of churches have their gossip walls, disguised as prayer walls, and they just allow it. It's so sad. So if you stop sharing and listening to gossip, arguments and conflict would die out. If you stop spreading stories, arguments stop. Now, the Bible overwhelmingly portrays flattery. Yes, now we have flattery as a dangerous and deceptive and self-serving form of lying. It's designed to manipulate. It leads to ruin rather than genuine friendship. Flattery is a calculated praise used to manipulate someone for personal gain. It's trickery. It's two-faced liars setting a trap to cause ruin. Pretend loyalty. Not real loyalty, it's pretend loyalty, acting for their own selfish interest. David knew all about this. Smooth talk that lies to your face to make you a fool later. In Psalm 35, I think David got to know just what these types of friends were like. When he's king and he's healthy, they flatter him, and then when he's sick, they come and they say the right things, but behind closed doors, it's not so. In Matthew 22, the Pharisees and Herodians tried to trap Jesus with hypocritical flattery. They wanted to justify his arrest with slanderous praise, calling him truthful and impartial teacher, trying to lure him into making a bold and reckless statement. But immediately, Jesus detected their malice, their evil intent and hypocrisy, and he exposed them before answering. So he rejected their trap. He did not fall for flattery, and neither should we.